almost the last chance saloon for him. It's not an absolute must-win because well, he's not out if he draws, but it does make it really unlikely for him to qualify if he does do so.
Yeah, need every other result to go his way and win a 4-weight 6-red shootout, but you never know.
Extension call.
I think Christophe would like to go yellows here. He just doesn't have a good starter. The starter he does have, the cue ball's on a bad path. Excellent shot.
Yellow ball's in play.
There is quite a bit of room for the one below the 8 ball later on, so every yellow here has a pocket if you can take them in a good order. Something that Christophe has done well for a long time. Not sure that's exactly where he wanted to be. If this goes in the centre pocket, then he's travelling, but although looking at the way this is set up, I think he's played for this low angle on this yellow. Because if you play for straight there, it's difficult. He did play for that angle, I think, but he just got the line wrong. He was playing on the one on the left-hand side to get a stop shot, to get on the yellow right centre and then come down. So, good plan, just didn't quite get the side on. Just needed a trace to left just to track the line. And now he's in trouble.
Yeah, he had a similar shot in the first match where he had to play out a snooker like this, so it might help him just judge the slide of the rails. Not the world's worst outcome. These yellows going close to each other isn't ideal for him, but he's left Kyle with a little bit of work to do still.
The 8 ball being near the pocket, and therefore any of these reds can be a good last ball.
Oh, wow.
Mark that one down as well. Another very strange miss from 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏.
He's been lucky. He's been very lucky. Christophe isn't really on much. And that was the only thing that I mentioned when he got out of that snooker. He'd been annoyed those yellows had come together.
If they didn't, he'd be potting the 8 ball by now. Oh, that's very good. That's very good.
Isn't it just top of the table from 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, acknowledging that from Christophe. That's a brilliant shot.
Yeah, and this time he doesn't tie the yellow up. He keeps it in play by the 8 ball. Oh my. Oh dear. You feel for Christophe. There's a few times tonight already, and obviously after the weekend he plays a brilliant shot and then 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 comes up with that.
How can you miss that last ball that Kyle's missed tonight? He's missed a few bad ones and then do that. Make it make sense. We'll show you that shot again in a moment. It was brilliant from 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏.
This game will drive you mad. That wasn't the best though. Needed angle here. I mentioned on his previous visit, the 8 ball being accessible, or so accessible, makes any ball fine to be last ball, but he'd love to have had more angle to just get to the middle of the table.
It's okay.
Yeah, it was fine. He just gets enough on it. He's worried about flicking the yellow when he rolls it in. So that's why he took that extra second, because he's thinking if I roll it in, I can flick the yellow and go in off. And then if you stun it, just be careful not to go in off direct. So took an extra second or two.
This is a shot out the snooker. How good is that? From 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃. Much needed. Not exactly been his night so far, Kyle, and
Christophe Lambert to break.
that should just give him a little bit of juice.
I know he's one down in this match and he had a chance there, Christophe, but this is a big moment for me. This break needs to start firing for the top seed to feel good about his chances tonight. That's better. It's better in terms of outcome. Every bit as good as every other hit he's had so far on the break. This time he makes a ball and he has the chance, and it's a very, very good one.
You can almost see the little spring in his step there as he goes back to his chair to retrieve his playing cue.
Oh, he hasn't.
Oh,
Oh, no way.
How have you found that gap?
It's clever to try and play on the red. I mean, that shows he's seeing the pattern well. But to go in off here. I was sort of just starting to do my analysis in my own mind of the pattern he was going to have to play, and the point I was going to make was the red on the left-hand side didn't really fit the rest of them on the pattern. If he lands on that red, the pattern is just tailor-made for him. So he wanted to hit the gap he got, not go in the pocket.
In which case, but he's almost flown into that pocket. Has he got that really wrong then?
He may have thought he was getting a flick, and he was thinking, I'm going to have to screw through a yellow. You know, if he catches a yellow, say, you know,
because that's the pace he
thin.
seems to have played it at.
Yeah, it did look overhit if he's just playing on the red. I'm sure if those yellows weren't there, obviously you can then manipulate the pocket to make sure you're not screwing into the centre. But yeah, I'm with you. The pace he played at looked strange, because he would have been trying to go through, but maybe he did think he was getting a little touch and therefore needed that little extra pace.
Only barely grazed that ball as the cue ball zoomed into the middle. It's been a tidy counter clearance from 𝗏𝗃𝗃. Boy, did he need this. Excellent.
Break.
Yeah, Christophe, I'm not sure he knows what to make of that last shot. I'll see it again here. Yeah, the gap is tiny. I mean, he may have felt like he was getting a flick. He may have just overhit the shot. Obviously, I think it was a good choice to play on that ball, but complete disaster for the Frenchman.
Kyle's cut breaking. Obviously feels like he's not controlling that cue ball well enough, so as the cut break goes, 𝗏𝗃𝗃.
See how he feels here. The reds are not good because of the red bottom left. I quite like taking reds, play the loss of turn at the bottom of the table, but it's not really the modern way. He's going to back himself to make a combination, you feel?
Yeah, I think he fancies the combo. He's a really, really good black ball player, 𝗏𝗃𝗃, and I think that's the sort of, I feel like the skill shot is almost the staple of that rule set, really. I think he'll really fancy it. His potting hasn't exactly been pristine tonight, has it?
No, he doesn't look sharp. Not yet, anyway. Looks like he's leaving red top left as his connection to 8-ball right centre. So combination coming up. Might have been better for him to get left centre, get onto the red left centre straight, then play the combination up the line, but he's not on that, so it'd be combination first. Well, in the end, he does just play the loss of turn, which I'm surprised at.
Yeah, he didn't like being straight in on it. Sorry, not being straight in on it. Obviously, having to play it almost sort of semi-blind, and he had a free shot like this. It's a nice leave, really, from Kyle. Christophe's got precious little to go at, really.
It's the shot I was suggesting he should play first visit. Take your colour set, then play that, then you come to the table with a better layout. Having more balls on the table when you play the loss of turn, the harder it is for Christophe Lambert to find a good safety.
You feel like it's good safety from Christophe. I don't know if it's a great one. Can Kyle sneak through to the red over the pocket?
Yeah, I think he can. Cushion first, he can get there. It's a good shot from Christophe, considering where he was.
Well, this makes it look like you can just sail straight through. Oh, barely. There's loads more room than that.
Yeah, had to play at dead weight. If he plays that with any more pace, he's going to go too far. So, absolutely dead weights it in. Looks like the natural's going to flick off the yellow to where he wants to be. Yeah.
The upside for Christophe is still loads of time in the night. In this match, you'll have 7 minutes with which to work to potentially turn this around. But it's a long way back. 3-0 𝗏𝗃𝗃 as his fortunes turn.
It's a well played frame of Paul, that one. Obviously, I was debating, do you play the loss of turn earlier? But he pulled back by playing it, and he played it really, really well to give himself the second opportunity, and then killed it off. So you have to say a well played frame.
Christophe Lambert to break, trailing 3 frames to 0. Foul, ball in hand from ball. Timer.
He is certainly just going through a tough period at the moment of form out there, really, over the course of the weekend, and obviously here. Just little things going against him. It didn't really open up particularly nicely though, but it will obviously be an opportunity for 𝗏𝗃𝗃 to win the match and run the clock down.
Choosing to mess it up, but Christophe's 3-0 down with 5 minutes 40 left here. I get the sense that he's going to go.
Red ball's in.
Magnifique. What a pot that is from Christophe.
Like it was hanging over the pocket.
To pick that line, I mean, that is basically corner pocket to corner pocket. Find that line on the red there from so close is exceptional. What a pot. Now, has he got the gap for that red? No.
There's going to be a lot of movement going on here.
Yeah, try to basically re-break them.
That'll do.
Yeah, it's not come out terribly. That's quite nice, especially the red goes left centre. it sneaks past that yellow, and I think it does. Yeah, that will do nicely.
Oh, does it? I think it's very tight. Well, that angle there looks like it does go.
Using it for last, he's going to come and play the 8 ball, maybe bottom right. Oh, opens it up that way. That's really nice.
This goes top right. May not get nicely on the 8 ball though. This is pretty horrible.
I mean, if he gets this 8 ball, this is an outstanding finish.
I think the white's close to an off as well. Is he okay on the cue ball? Maybe just higher the jaw. Oh, trying to play off the yellow because of it.
Yeah, that was seriously high tariff. Seriously high tariff. Unlucky. Great effort. Really great effort. But Carl's percentage choice of sending the yellow down the table, making it a horrible layout, and betting against, laying against Christophe Lambert has in the end paid off. But I bet he was nervous for a little bit of that.
Nothing in the way here for Kyle. Just hold yourself together, get the win, move on. Didn't quite get the cannon as he wanted to, so pulls back. Used up some of the clock and gets the snooker.
Foul. Ball in hand, time running.
Can't see there being any mistakes this time.
Yeah, this match is absolutely over now, and 𝗘𝗃𝗃, after losing his first match, was bang up against it. He's responded perfectly. A 4-0 win over Christophe Lambert, whose travails really continue. He is fighting against everything at the moment. A puff of the cheeks tells you a lot. 𝗘𝗃𝗃, though, is banging the night. Christophe Lambert with work to do. Maybe something special brewing in this evening's offerings. Next game coming up.